What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes that dog owners make. I can't go out this weekend and get a vlog done with my dog Kyra, so instead I'm going to do a talking head video that'll help you guys out with your dogs at home. So let's get started. So we're going to hop in with the first mistake that dog owners make, and that mistake is scolding your dog after the fact. If you come home and you see that your dog has messed in the house while you're still potty training it, it's a mistake to scold the dog at that point, because dogs are really bad with time naturally. They're not going to understand that they're in trouble for what they did 30 minutes ago, a minute ago, whatever. If you don't catch your dog in the act of doing it, you do not correct them for it. So a lot of people will come home and find a mess in their house or whatever, and then they'll scold the dog, and the dog has no idea what it did wrong. So all that's going to do is create anxiety in your dog, and it's going to make your dog really dread to see you come home. If you're having a hard time with things like potty training, keep a leash on the dog. I keep a 15-foot leash, and it stays on it at all times. So when I see the dog squat and about to use the bathroom, I'll pop the leash a little bit, stop it, and run it outside. We've caught the dog in the act. The dog understands, oh, whenever I squatted, I got in trouble. I'm supposed to do this out here. This goes for all behaviors though, not just potty training. If your dog's jumping a fence, any undesired behavior that your dog has, make sure that you only correct the dog when you catch them in the act of doing it, and you correct them right then. If you miss the timing, it's okay. Make sure you correct them on the next time. Because once it's passed, the dog doesn't understand what it's in trouble for, and all it does is create anxiety for you and the dog. The second mistake that dog owners make is over-exaggerating your greeting. Be honest with me. How many of you guys have done this? Oh my gosh! Hello! Stop. Stop doing that. And this is the reason why. You are training your dog to completely flip out whenever you come through the door, or when anyone comes through the door. A better reaction would be to come through your door and remain neutral to your dog. Give it about a minute and then praise your dog for being a good boy, a good girl, and go on with your day. But try to avoid those super over-exaggerated moments where you're just losing your mind because you're home and you see your dog. I can't believe I did that. Somebody take this camera away from me. I don't need it. The third mistake that dog owners make is being consistently inconsistent. They are creatures of habit. Whenever a dog does something every day, it learns that this is what I do, and the dog is happier that way. So what I mean by being inconsistent is constantly changing the rules. If your dog's allowed on the couch this week and not on the couch next week, the dog's not going to understand that. And a lot of people do this. They'll let their dog on their couch for a while, or they'll get a new couch, and then suddenly the dog's not allowed on the couch anymore. And this can be very confusing for dogs and very stressful for dogs, because they don't know what's right or wrong. Every time they do something, they get it wrong. This creates a lot of frustration in dogs, and some dogs that get frustrated that can never be right can sometimes just shut down altogether. Consistency also follows under your training. You need to be very consistent in your training throughout the dog's entire life. Training is not something that is over when the dog enters adulthood. Training is something that you're going to do with this dog for the longevity of its life. And you want to be consistent with that. The fourth mistake that dog owners make is not socializing your dogs. Socialization is so important, and it will be the best thing you ever do for your dog. It really will. Dogs need to be socialized at a very young age with other dogs and other humans. And the reason for this is because dogs that are not socialized have the tendency to become dog aggressive later in their life, or they could be aggressive towards people, which is not good at all. They could become fearful of people or have serious anxiety when new people are around. This is not a fun place to be in as a dog owner, because now you have to be worried when you take your dog out if it's going to attack a dog or if another dog's going to walk by. This is not a fun place to be. As soon as my dogs have all their shots, I take them out to stores such as Lowe's or Home Depot, and I let people pet them. And when people pet them, I praise my dog, give it treats, and let it know that, hey, people are awesome. I like people. And the reason I say this will be the best thing you ever do is because this opens up a wide variety of things you can do with your dog. You can take your dog to the beach and play fetch in the ocean. You can take your dog to dog parks and play frisbee, or take him to the park and do hikes with them. And you don't have to worry about your dog becoming aggressive with another person or another dog. The fifth mistake that dog owners make is not investing in your dog's future. And what I mean by that is it is okay to go out and find a trainer to help you with your new dog. There's trainers everywhere that do boarding trains. They give out lessons to help you train your own dog. And I'm telling you, this is one of the best things you could ever do for your dog. These trainers are going to give you a solid foundation to set your dog up for success for the entirety of its life. Do your research and make sure that your trainer is reputable. Make sure, you're sending your dog to the right person. I'm telling you, if you find the right person, you will be so thankful you've done that for the rest of this dog's life. If you live in the southeast of the United States, there's a dog training company called Integrity Canine. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to give you guys a place you could look if you don't know where to go for your dog and you live in this area. They are amazing people. They do great work with dogs. They're going to set your dog up for success in the future. As I said, this is not a sponsored video by them. I just felt like some people may have a hard time finding good, reputable trainers. So if you're in that area, look them up. They're on Facebook. I'll actually put their link down in the description below. So that way you guys can find them. If you guys did like this type of video, let me know. And I may start doing these along with my vlogs. If you guys like this video and you learned something from it, please leave a like. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what kind of dog you have and what is your biggest mistake you made with your dog. Maybe some new dog owners are coming by and they'll be able to learn from that mistake. We've all made them. I've made tons of mistakes with my dogs, and I still make mistakes with my dogs. It's part of it. It's part of the journey with your dog together. So leave a comment saying what your biggest mistake with your dog was, and hopefully we can help out some people that are about to be new dog owners. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.